Alright, so this is an analysis game for Pig. We got Mother's Dwelling, which is one of the biggest maps in the game. Actually, it is the biggest map in the game. So that kind of sucks, but that's kind of a double-edged sword for Pig. It sucks because she's an M1 killer, and so that makes it harder for her to pressure gens. But it's good for her hats, because whenever I get a hat on somebody, it takes them significantly longer in order to get the hat off. So we notice that Whispers turned on, and we immediately crouch. We have monitor views, so as soon as Whispers turns on, we can crouch, and they'll never hear our heartbeat radius. We don't see anybody, though, so we're going to get up. They're up there, actually. Alright, we're going to try to get up there. This is a pretty safe gen, but we need to try to get into a chase. And they waited for 5 years. Thank you for waiting. Oh my god! What the fuck? They broke me! What the fuck is what the fuck is going on? Are we okay? Okay, we're good now. It's Scotch tape and bubblegum. That's what this game is held together by. Alright, we're gonna throw a hat on him immediately. I don't try to save my hats, I just throw them on as soon as somebody gets downed. I know like some people try to save hats like for when they think a gen is gonna pop, but what I've seen, that's really never worth it. It's just worth it just to throw hats on people and waste their time. Even if the hat never activates, like if a gen never gets done, it's still good to do it. Alright, we're just gonna walk over here. We would crouch, but that gen is very close to getting done. At least it should be. It's not. Wow, okay. Still, it's fine. We're gonna pop that so it regresses. We're gonna walk on this side, moonwalk back, and swing through. They're not here. Oh, but he wasn't there, but okay, we're gonna swing through here again. What is he doing? Alright, so this Quentin has no idea what he's doing. Yeah, he doesn't know how to loop. If you're looping, you want to try to loop on the long wall at all times. Don't ever try to loop at this short wall. Okay, that's very good for us. We got 2 hats out and 2 of them are active. So that makes it to where those 2 people, this Quentin and the Dwight that I initially downed, they're not going to be doing gens. Which is very, very good for us at this point. Now look around. We got somebody right here cleansing our Noed. If only we had Noed. Oh, they're there. Alright, we're gonna chase him. We saw that other guy on the hill getting the hat off, but we're not gonna worry about that. There's no point chasing the hats. If we chase the hats, they're just wasting time in all honesty. Because that's somebody that wouldn't be doing a gen when you could go after somebody like this that could be doing a gen. He has a toolbox, so it's a very high priority to get out. Although it's probably already gone since toolboxes go by so fast now. Alright, we got another hat out. We got 1 active, 1 inactive. We're gonna throw this guy in the basement. So like I was talking about in the beginning of the game, we're running Monitor Abuse and Whispers. Monitor Abuse reduces our tear radius by 8 meters, and Whispers turns on at 32 meters if somebody's within 32 meters. And so what that does is if we think that somebody's in a corner, our Whispers can turn on and we can crouch immediately and they'll never hear our tear radius because it's below the 32 meter threshold for Whispers. And we can be very efficient with our crouching, because crouching you go very slow, and so you want to try to minimize the amount of time that you're crouched, and that just helps us utilize our power better. It's already gone. Slap them down and put a hat on them. And we're also using Last Will and combat straps. Last Will gives us an additional hat, just extra gen slow really. Just, if you have an extra hat, that's 1 extra person that's not doing gens. And then combat straps makes it to where we can crouch and uncrouch much faster. We're just looking around to see if that person's crouched near here. They're not. They must went inside the building. They're probably in a locker in all honesty. And combat straps is very good because if you go to an unsafe pallet and you crouch and roar, a lot of people would just leave. And by roar I mean like charge up your dash real quick. Not like roar XD. Oh. Alright, they must not be here. I'm gonna check this one as well. They're probably hiding in a corner. Probably step in a corner somewhere. Alright, we're just gonna W game over here. Try to find somebody. Even if we find the person with the hat on, that's not really that big of a deal. We'll just chase them anyways. I'd rather not chase somebody with hat, but if we have to, we have to. Oh, we got a Dwight. He's the only one in the game without a hat on. This is perfect. So what this does for us, since he's the only one without a hat on... Oh. Ooh, I thought I could get the head off. We're not gonna break that. There's no sense of breaking it if he's just gonna leave. Yep. Right, it doesn't seem the best. What that does for us, though, is that makes it to where everybody else has a hat on, is less efficient with getting their hat off. And we have a better chance for them, their heads popping, really, in case anybody else does a gen. Now we're just gonna throw a hat on. Very low chance that a gen will pop soon, but we're still gonna throw a hat on just because it'll waste his time. What we're really trying to do is we're trying to get as many hooks as we can before our hats are all gone. And we currently have 5 hooks, so we have 5 hooks in 1 gen. And they still have 3 hats to get rid of, and so that's very good. We're trying to prioritize as many hooks as we can get and as many pallets that we can get down. Because the more stuff that we get down, the better our end game will be. Because while Pig isn't a very good end game killer with her power, because she got nerfed with her end game and her power, she can't stop people from going out of the gate when she puts their hat on after the gens are powered. It's still very good. She's still very good at end game because she can delay the game and make the game very dangerous to play for the survivors. Just because of how many resources they have to eat up just keeping themselves alive with all the hats. Alright, well, we saw somebody right here, so we're gonna slug that that David. Try to find this person. We hear him moaning around the corner. We're gonna try to get this pallet down. He threw it down instantly. He's probably gonna go for the 1-for-1. He did not. He just killed his teammate. What he should have done is he should have gone for the 1-for-1. He's just gonna waste this as well. It's fine. We're not even gonna try to mind game any of these. We're just gonna break them all. Because at this point in the match, we got 1 person dead. We have 4 gens left. There's no way they're getting out. Damn. Again, no sense in doing anything, no sense in eating it. Just respect it and then break it. Alright, they picked up the David. That's fine. Now there's no more hats in the match, but everybody's injured. And we got a majority of pallets gone at this point. And so they may get a gen or 2 done while I'm chasing this Quentin. But after that, everybody's just dead. Because this Quentin's throwing down the entire map. Mind games a little bit. There we go. He tried to loop and it didn't really work out for him. This Quentin seems a little bit new. Alright, well, we're going to toss him up. They healed, which is very good for us. That means we're not doing a gen. We got somebody right there. We're going to crouch just so we can try to mask where we are. Try to sneak up on him. And we're going to stand back up because they're right around here. Hello. I very rarely use my dash. I really only use it if people are trying to loop. But none of these people are looping very efficiently. Guy just killed himself because he realized the game is done. I'll stop them down. And we saw this other guy over here. Usually I don't like a slug, but this guy's just running in our face, so we might as well. Might as well end the game while we can. He's not going to be able to get there before we can hit. Just wasted the pallet. But I guess it really doesn't matter. This game is over anyways. Might as well waste it, I suppose. You stayed at the pallet, you crossed it. Okay. Here's another pallet right here. He's just going to drop it instantly. We're going to have him through. I really didn't see him mind gaming. He just didn't seem like the type to mind game. Alright. We'll toss him up. And the Meg should be somewhere around here. If she's not, then we have Whispers. Yeah, she's right here. GG. So yeah. Really takeaway. Just try to get your hats out as soon as possible. And that's really the main takeaway from this game. One cool little trick that I can show you guys while these people are dying is, if you don't know already, there's a thing that you can do called moon dashing. So it's like moonwalking, but with your dash, where you can look at a 45-degree angle. Oh, it's kind of wonky because there's different levels in that. But you look at a surface at a 45-degree angle, and then you strafe right or left, depending on how you're looking. So I'm going to strafe right. And you go backwards. It's pretty cool. So we can do it the other way. We can strafe left. We go backwards. And that don't really work. It only really works on surfaces that are flat. These are kind of weird because they have a little bit of texture to them. Very good on certain tiles. Of course, if they're jagged tiles, like Autohaven tiles, are a little bit wonky. There's some that you can do it with. Shack is really good for it. I say as I mess up the Shack. Is it this side? I think it's this side. Yeah. There we go. Oh yeah. GG. I want their struggle points. The rainbow ranks. Did have some red ranks, but they just seem kind of new to the game.